Welcome to Tasty Conversations. I'm Kim Tarakis, and today, as the weather's getting warmer, we're going to cook some seafood chowder, Kimbo's chowder in fact. I've loved this recipe for years. I've done it a million times, a recipe that just works, especially in the warmer weather. We're going to start by a great big pot on the heat and then getting some lovely streaky bacon. Cut this into a dice. So we've got the bacon, and of course we've got butter in the chowder as well. Just to get the bacon going, in with that, and that'll just take a minute to start to brown. It won't take long at all. Yep. That smells fantastic. It's just starting to brown, and that's just the way we want it now. So we can add the rest of the vegetables. Let's get the onion in there first, along with the leeks, celery, the carrot, a couple of medium Desiree potatoes, and then the corn. And we'll just start to soften them a tiny bit. Get everything coated in the flavours. I've got some fish stock, and we just want to cover the vegetables. We'll bring that to the boil, and that's going to take about 15 minutes, 20 at the outside, and then we'll add the seafood. In the meantime, I'm going to show you its two ingredients put together. Really good seafood and ras el hanout. Now ras el hanout is a Middle Eastern spice blend, and it just smells fantastic. I've got some lovely king prawns here that we just coat completely. And we've got some of the scallops here, these little Queensland scallops. We'll just toss them with a spoon here. And then we need some extra virgin olive oil. And we'll throw the prawns in first. They will be literally a minute either side, and the scallops will be 30 seconds. See how we're going. Yep. Then we'll throw the scallops in as well. Like those blackening up like that. We'll turn that off and plate that up. And maybe a little bit of sea salt over the top, and a little tiny squeeze of lime. That is so good. It needs a hit of salt. It needs a squeeze of lime. It's just fantastic. Oh, yum. That's simmered away for a bit, which is exactly what we wanted to do. Then a few more things need to go in. I've got some lovely fresh thyme leaves here. Then a little slug of brandy. And then a little whitewash. We're going to thicken the soup with some flour and water. So it's a tablespoon of flour, and we'll dissolve that in the water. In with that. We'll give that a stir, and we'll let that simmer for a little bit more. And while that's happening, we'll chop our seafood. I've got some luai fillet here. We want about a cup of that, and we want it all cut the same size, which is a little bit less than a 1 centimetre dice. We'll do the same with the prawns. Now, the scallops. We remove that hard filament, because when it cooks up, it gets incredibly chewy and nasty. Just pull those off, so we'll have those. And I've got some of these little Queensland scallops as well. The one on this is not nearly as tough. So we'll slice these. That's about right. We can add the seafood now, just remembering that this is going to cook very, very, very quickly. And that seafood is starting to change colour already. It's starting to be opaque. While that's cooking, I'm going to think about a wine to serve with that. This is Mornington Peninsula. It's not an expensive wine, but that's going to go really, really well with the sweetness of that chowder. Now, the last ingredient is just half a cup of cream, just pouring cream. And we don't want to boil that. That's just a textural thing and a flavour. And that's it. That's Kimbo's chowder with a nice glass of cool climate Chardonnay. See you next time.